You know, this move by the Maple Leafs, I'm in awe. I really actually thought that this was going to be a lot more for the Maple Leafs. When they first got Jake McCabe, I was a little skeptical, and he has been fantastic for them the past couple of years. They got him from the Blackhawks, I believe, and you know, he's just been outperforming his contract. He's getting paid, like way underpaid for what he's performing because the Blackhawks retain salary, right? Now, they were in a little bit of a pickle right now. A lot of people might say, like, here's the thing. A lot of people look at contracts and they think to themselves, well, that is like too long of a contract. They don't realize that players have options, man. Like, I see a lot of people saying, well, it's too long. Well, it takes him to 36. Well, this and that. Guys, you're not going to get a perfect contract. It's just simply not going to happen. Period. You're going to have to give a player what they want. You're going to have to give something and get something. And as a player goes to unrestricted free agency, you're going to have less leeway in that. So that's why it kind of annoys me when a lot of other fans are like, oh, why'd you have to give him that? Or like, why did they have to give Oliver Ekman-Larsson that like extra year or something like that? You know, I would have liked the deal if it was on this amount of years. And I'm like, that's just not how things work. You like, even Brad Treveling said it, and he was bang on. It was like, you just got to get the player. Now, I disagree with them getting certain guys like, oh, I don't know, Ryan Reeves. I think they just should have given guys like that absolutely nothing. I don't mind Ryan Reeves, but, you know, he's just not nearly as good as that, right? I would like him at a much lesser contract than that. But I would have just let him walk, period. But here's the thing. Is there any other way to get a top four solidified defenseman? Probably not, right? So you're thinking, okay, if we go to unrestricted free agency, there's a good odds that he just walks, and then what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Like, they don't have any more top four defensemen. You don't know what the hell Ben Danford's going to be. Timothy Liljegren, there's no evidence that guy is a top four defenseman. They have Marshall Rafai, which is an okay defenseman. Topi Niemela. None of these guys have evidence currently that they are currently top four defensemen. There is no evidence of that. So that's why I say, well, just move on. Just put another guy there. Like, I've been discussing and debating this with my other Leaf fan friends, and they've just been going on and on. I'm like, guys, this is a pretty good deal. 4.51, and by the way, the contract is a deferred payment contract, I believe, as well. So that's why it doesn't really add up. But the AAV is 4.51 or something like that million, which, I mean, that's just a straight up good contract. I mean, the guy plays 20 minutes. He's a solid two-way defenseman. I mean, what more could you literally ask for from this guy? I mean, come on, you know what I mean? Like, he is gritty too. Now, it's interesting too, because there's a couple of things that I thought about him, which is that, like, how can I say this? Sometimes he gets out of position, right? Like, there are some times where he just gets way out of position and you're just like, dude, what is this guy doing, right? Every once in a while that will happen. Now, thankfully, it hasn't happened this year yet. It's almost like he's fixed that issue. Now, it's short in the season, but in this short part of the season, through 8 or 9 or whatever games it is, he's been really good, man. Like, he has been unbelievable, dude. Like, some of the plays he's making, like not making mistakes. The Leafs blue line has generally been pretty good. I don't know. You know what? I will say one thing. It could just be the fact that Berube's system tends to be more simple, I guess, right? Or something like that, north-south, and perhaps to a relatively simple player, maybe he molds to his system a little bit better. Maybe the hold on to the puck system makes Jake McCabe get a little bit out of sorts a little bit. I don't know what it is, but he's looked really good to start the season. I mean, he plays tough competition, like, pretty consistently. You could totally see the Maple Leafs having like a Tanev McCabe top pairing, shutdown top pairing in the league, right? Like, in the playoffs. When they get in the playoffs, that's probably going to be what's going to be their top pairing. I don't think that there's any doubt about that. Or I guess you could see Riley, but I would much prefer it to be a McCabe-Tanev top pairing when they go into the playoffs. Well, if they get into the playoffs, who knows? You got to earn your right to get in the playoffs. So this Jake McCabe contract is excellent. I very much like it. It's just a straight up good contract. Now, we know that the Leafs are going to be doing other moves. Like Timothy Liljegren, both the team and the player want to move out. Elliot Friedman is continuing to report on the fact that, like, they are trying to find a spot for him, which is pretty obvious. It makes sense. So we know the Leafs are on the verge of making other moves. We've also heard of Calle Jarnkrok. They're going to have to make moves soon. Like, I know we've been waiting for a while for this, but there's no doubt about they're going to have to make some moving and shaking. So now with McCabe signed, that's one domino down, and I'm really keeping an eye on the Leafs. I want to see exactly what they're going to do with their other moves, if you understand what I mean. So anyways, Jake McCabe, this is an excellent contract. Yes, it's not perfect, but he is a quality top 4 defenseman. Like, what more could you really want from this guy? It's a good contract. The Leafs are definitely going to be making moves soon. So we'll keep an eye on the Maple Leafs, especially. If you could like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to leave this video there. Tell me why I'm wrong and tell me why I'm right as well. And have a great day, guys. Goodbye.